Our next guest that we have on our Brave the Shave-a-thon day today is Miss Jessie Dorval. Jessie's over in Dickinson. She is our lead coordinator for the newest event, that is a non-shaving event. Things that we're doing that are outside of shaving to just get more community, more people involved. And Jessie headed up the very first Muddy for a Cause last year, a 5-mile mud run. So thanks for being here, Jessie.
It's great to be here.
So Jessie, how did you get involved with this? Jessie and I have worked on this project a little bit, and I think it's fairly certain that she was voluntold along the way somewhere by somebody that she was going to lead this up, but she's done an incredible job. So yeah, tell us, how did you get involved?
Yeah, so working with the great Doc O'Hara, Dr. Brian O'Hara, just wanted to give him a little plug in there, but he had passion for this a while ago, and you two got together. And I, of course, love obstacle course races, and we kind of wanted to do something, and he wanted to do an event. So we just were able to kind of pair up our dreams, I guess. So we were able to bring another obstacle course race into the area. I know that there's quite a few that already exist. So, but this one is really great in that it does have a nonprofit benefit with Brave the Shave now. So a lot of people are benefiting in that way. So that's great.
Yeah, you do a lot of these mud runs. I mean, in the past, you've done 5 to 10 of these, whether they're Spartan races or whatever they may be. So you're an avid mud runner, right?
Yeah, it's a passion. I definitely enjoy it for sure. Yeah.
So when working with Jessie last year on this, she had so much knowledge with the obstacles and the course and what participants like herself, athletes like herself, what they look for. And I think the most unique thing was you were able to bring to the group, like, how to make this different. So after we did 1 year, we got 1 year under our belt now. So how do you feel like it's different from other mud runs?
Well, first, I guess what I'm really excited about is that we wanted to touch on every age group. You don't want to just focus on one age bracket or one maybe set of athleticism, if we can use that. We wanted to be able to create an environment that was family friendly, but also give opportunity to people that really enjoy being competitive, an opportunity where they actually felt like they could not have to travel very far to be able to be a part of something extremely competitive like this, but then also offer just things for kids, for little guys, all the way up to, I think we had somebody in their 60s last year be involved in this event. So it's really for all ages, and that's kind of what our goal was, is to just bring something family orientated back into the community too. So,
and I know the answer to this, but where is the race?
Well, it's in Medora. So, and the rodeo grounds is where we headed it up last year. We were able to use the area there and then some land coming out of there. So, east of the rodeo grounds, but that's where it starts and finishes, right there at the rodeo grounds in Medora.
And it's 5 miles. And guys, everybody that's I did this last year. I was at the event. So many people did it. It is beautiful. I mean, if you've been to the Badlands of Medora, it is the picturesque Badlands of Medora, running through river bottoms and things. How many different obstacles were there?
And we had 14, and then we were looking at adding a few more. So on that 5 miles, so it seemed like they were a little bit few and far between, but there was, using the landscape also was a huge benefit of just obstacles of themselves. So, there was quite the high hill that everybody had to climb and then flip their tires up on top. And, and then there was also, like we said, the river bottoms. We tried to use as much landscape as we could to bring in just different elements that we could, and the beauty of it all too was just incredible. So.
And last year, like you said, we had somebody in their 60s, and there was medals and things, so we had different categories for guys and gals and kids and of all ages. One of the things that I heard somebody prior, like 5 miles, that's a long ways, but I don't know. I can attest that anybody can do this. It's not, you can race it, walk it, watch it, whatever you'd like to do, right? It's not necessarily you have to be a top athlete. You can be somebody walking, or you can be somebody that sprints through it, right?
Correct. Yeah. And I know that there was some people that wanted to go through. They actually just did it for leisure. Kind of walked a lot of it and just enjoyed it. We had people doing it in jeans last year. So just for fun, just so that way they could be a part of a group, or, with their kids. And so it just was really great. I know that there was even a family that had a little tyke with them, and they, carried him on his shoulders, or, it was just a really great, nobody complained from the length when they got done. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I tell you what, I've done a couple of these mud runs, and this one, it's challenging. We got feedback that it's very well done, very well built. The obstacles are the real deal. They're not an easy course by any means, but you can walk around into the obstacles as well if you don't want to do any of them, or one or something. But I think that one of the other aspects too was how each one of the obstacles was associated with a child, right?
Yep, that's correct. Yeah, that was one of the big. Yeah, that was something that I was pretty passionate about, is just to bring this back home to, why are we here? What are we doing? What, as volunteers, as you all know, this takes a lot of time, and we just have to remember why we're here. And even as the athletes go through, I'm going to call everybody an athlete just because I believe that they are, but participants and athletes, they just go through, and just to stop and take a moment, if they do have that opportunity, to just see why they're there is a fee to sign up. There is all of that, but it 100% goes back into Brave the Shave. We may have to fix some courses here, but everybody's a volunteer, and so it just brought it back home. So, and to our sponsors as well. I shout out to our sponsors, and each one of them were able to get onto an obstacle that we were able to build. So, thanks to them as well.
Oh, it was incredible to see the Dickinson area businesses get behind this. I know there were several banks, Fisher Industries, Two's Construction. I mean, people stepped up to make this a really incredible event, and it didn't disappoint whatsoever. With the obstacles being associated with kids, from a parent that has had a child go through cancer, looking at those obstacles, I heard people say, you know what, if this child, they didn't have a choice in their treatment. They didn't have a choice in getting something. And the least I could do is try to conquer this obstacle in their honor, which was just really cool, I thought. So big kudos to you for everything you do, and for how much work and effort you've put into this. You've done an amazing job, and you're planning this year's right now. So what's the date? What's the updates? What's going on this year?
Yeah, it's super exciting. What an honor. It is Saturday, August 15th, and we are still down at the rodeo grounds in Medora, which is really exciting. You can go on to Facebook page, Muddy for a Cause, and remember that 4 is the number 4, just in case. And so just Muddy for a Cause, it's a great page, and we're working on registration right now with everything going on. I'm sure everybody can understand how a little bit difficult that is, but we're working on registration so people can get signed up right away. And so again, we haven't decided the start times. We're just going to kind of see it and get a feel for that, but we're working through all of that. But August 15th, so mark your calendars.
Yes, and there's the race,
Yes,
the
correct.
race run, and then what else is there going to be that day?
Well, we have right now we have a lot of kids. So last year we were limited on how many kids events that we could have. It was a little bit drizzly, but this year we're really excited. They're actually going to create a miniature obstacle course for kids. So I'm not sure, we haven't decided which age groups that it's going to encompass, but yeah, so they're already working on that. We have some teams that are working on designing some of those events, or those little obstacles for the kids to run. So that'll be great.
That's great. And I know that last year there was food there, and the radio station, iHeartMedia, drove out, and there was radio all day. So I just, from somebody that's been there and been part of this, I highly encourage everybody, whether you're an athlete, whether you're competitive, non-competitive, or just wanting to get out there and take in an amazing event created by an incredible person, Jessie. Seriously, the amount of work that you've done, I just cannot praise you enough for your dedication to these kids. So
It's a
please,
team
everybody.
effort.
What's that?
It's a team effort. It was a
It
great
is?
group of team. Yes, there was a
It
huge
is.
team.
Yes, it is. Everybody part of the team has just been wonderful. So go to Muddy for a Cause. It's number 4, Muddy for a Cause Facebook page, or muddyforacause.com, and you'll keep everybody updated, right?
That is correct. Yep.
And you can see video. There's a wonderful video of last year's event, so you can get a really good idea of the obstacles and everything, and some pictures. And yeah, so go to that Facebook page and go to muddyforacause.com, and you'll be all set for this year. Write it down, August 15th, right?
That's correct. Yep.
All right. Thank you, Jessie. Thanks so much.
Thank you.